流れた。ミラノを支配する南部地方に生まれたソフィア王国。女神のもたらす愛と豊かさによって人々は満たされ繁栄を極めていた。だが限りない実りに甘えたソフィアの民は腐敗し堕落と大敗にまみれていた。ローマの支配する北部地方に生まれたリゲル帝国。厳しい自然の中で人々は神の説く激しさと強さを求めながら。
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for dropping in.
だが強靭さと引き換えにリゲルの民からは人の持つ優しさが忘れられていった。それぞれに矛盾をはらんだままに時は流れ。
Right now, we're doing is we're waiting on the Nintendo Direct to start. It starts at 5 o'clock, so we're just gonna be chilling here, watching old directs, just you know, just chilling out, looking at these old reveals and things like that. I actually remember this one.
The glorious past will be reborn as Fire Emblem
Nintendo does this
Shadows
really,
of Valentia.
I guess, interesting thing where
the second installment in the series,
they tell you exactly what to expect,
which released exclusively in Japan,
and yet somehow we can still be like weirded out when they show us exactly what they said they were going to show us.
It helped to define the series' signature style.
He's going to be watching this. It was the Nintendo Direct back from January 18th. It was last year.
Unique gameplay system, which puts clever twists on strategy conventions and mixes in some exploration in towns and dungeons. As for Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, it reimagines Gaiden on a grander scale.
Fire Emblem was one of those games, those franchises, I think, that like...
The dual protagonists, Alm and Celica, will join
I love Fire Emblem, but it's not for everyone. Like, you have to really be into it,
from the ground up.
for sure. It's more than like just, you know, liking turn-based games or whatever. It's, you have to like, I think it's a lot like chess. Like, you have to find chess to some degree like fascinating. There's so much strategy involved in it. And if you play it on like classic mode, if you play Fire Emblem on classic mode, you'll find that like your characters don't come back when they die. So it
flexible character progression. Everything that made Fire Emblem Gaiden unique is here. It's classic Fire Emblem gameplay with a twist. Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia will launch on the Nintendo 3DS family of systems May 19th.
May 19th.
Alongside the game, amiibo figures
I actually don't actually remember.
Will march on the store
I actually don't
have
actually.
More to announce in the future.
I don't remember these those amiibos.
On the distant horizon, another full-scale war is mounting. That's right.
Yeah, this is the one that we're trying to see.
Game is coming to Nintendo Switch. It will mark the series'
at this,
first
hopefully
return
we
to
see
home
something here.
systems
Hopefully it comes out this year.
2008's Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn on the Wii console. But with Nintendo Switch, the home console experience of Fire Emblem won't be confined to your house. Look forward to a planned 2018 release.
It didn't
This
come out in
just in from the
2018
front
at all.
lines. A crossover between Koei Tecmo Games'
2018
Warriors
release.
series and Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
And the full
no.
trailer includes scenes that weren't in last week's reveal. Take a look.
I never actually got to play Fire Emblem Warriors. I remember a lot of people liking it, but yeah, I mean, you know what's so funny? Like, seeing as how they told us to expect a 2018 release, no one ever said anything about that. Maybe like people just skipped this Fire Emblem Direct. I remember that it wasn't the most popular, but the idea that they could say expect a 2018 release and no one said anything about it like at all. So maybe people just aren't that hyped for Fire Emblem Three Houses like I thought, but I know for a fact that should have gotten some attention from some people, but no one said anything about that. That's really weird. So, Hey, but that's Fire Emblem. I really wish it played like this. Because the only gameplay I ever see is like Switches struggling to survive.
Still not ready for battle? Then listen up. The game is being developed not only for Nintendo Switch, but also for new Nintendo 3DS systems. Look out for Koei Tecmo's Fire Emblem Warriors, brought to you by the team behind Hyrule Warriors, in fall of 2017.
Is it the same team who put Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS? Because they should have nothing to do with this. Ever again.
Now for a lesson in truly mobile defense. To battle!
Yeah, this one, what is, I can't remember what this one was. I feel like they said it, I just wasn't paying attention. This is Fire Emblem Heroes. What's up, my guy? How are you doing, dude? Just sitting here watching some old directs and, you know, in anticipation for the next one. I was wondering, if did you guys ever get into Fire Emblem Heroes? I played it for a while. I actually really liked it. It was much more Fire Emblem than I actually thought it was going to be. So, I don't know why I stopped playing it. I wish I could remember, but I don't know why I stopped playing it. It was actually a lot of fun. I thought the loot box system was actually pretty.
Of the first ever Fire Emblem game for smart devices.
It was pretty fair. I got some pretty good heroes right away. So, man, I just don't know why I stopped playing. It's weird.
And level up beloved series characters as you throw down the gauntlet.
It was the art style. I don't know.
And you're in luck. You've been summoned to battle. Fate has brought two warring kingdoms together in a bitter clash. The Emblian Empire plans to conquer every world it collides with, while the Askran Kingdom stands against them, determined to end their tyranny.
I will say that I like the character design from the mobile game a little bit better. It's not like the chibi things, but you know, the actual like full body art styles.
From throughout history to unite as one army. You'll encounter a mix of new combatants and legendary heroes. Some will become your allies, while others will become enemy generals and take arms against you. It's an epic quest in the palm of your hand.
Oh, you started your Amiibo collection. What'd you get for your Amiibo collection? Because I started mine, and then I was like, where am I gonna put all these?
That way you can enjoy the full majesty of tactical roleplay, even when playing in short bursts. To attack, simply drag an ally until it overlaps with an enemy. Or, as in previous Fire Emblem games, you can select a location on the screen to move there, and then select your action. It's your army, so lead them your way.
As you will.
If you manage to defeat every enemy on a given map, victory will be yours. While the controls are simple, many challenging maps will require you to take full advantage of your terrain and plan your moves carefully to achieve victory. Fire Emblem fans will find the battle intensity they've come to expect from the series.
Man.
You'll notice some important symbols above each of your heroes. These are attributes.
Yo,
Keys
what's
to
up,
success
Red
in
Sox? How
battle.
you doing?
Each
How you
character
doing?
has their own. Take notes, some of
Oh,
these.
we are just out here watching Smolder and his indirects, you know, just to chill out and relax, see what they miss. We actually learned some interesting stuff. Mainly the idea that Fire Emblem Three Houses for the Switch was supposed to come out last year, but never did. And no one said anything. Really weird. Very strange.
It seems playing to your strengths is of dire importance. Using an item called an orb.
I'm wondering, Red Sox, did you ever play this game? Did you ever play Fire Emblem Heroes?
Orbs can be acquired during gameplay, or through additional purchases at the shop. Now, let's summon a hero. The coloring of these 5 randomly generated summoning stones represent the attributes of the heroes you can summon. That means you can try to supplement the attributes lacking in your current army. Or you can select a summoning stone of a certain color to call upon heroes with the attributes you desire. Continue summoning, and the number of orbs required to summon a hero will lessen.
It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I know this game was good. Maybe I swear it was just the art style. Maybe that's just made me stop. But I know they made a lot of money from this game though, so that's good.
Dancer Olivia. Can't rely on dancing all the time.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, I might get that sword on my next try, so let's try summoning again. When you repeatedly summon, you can save on the number of orbs you need to use, so that's a bonus too. Excellent. Yes. The stoic swordsman Lon'qu. Most warriors never learn their limits, and Lon'qu is a shining example. The heroes are depicted in brand new art, hand-drawn by a variety of illustrators.
Yeah. Like I said, like,
their voices
I
have been
love the art, the way the characters are drawn this time around.
Within my pendant. I've taken a real interest in you.
But there's no petting simulator in this one, so that's interesting.
Of course you are.
Shall we chat? Just for a while. I know you have plenty to do.
You're an odd one.
The number of stars allocated to each hero denotes their strength. You may encounter multiple versions of the same character, but higher star counts can mean higher stats, better weapons, and better skills. Okay, let's add Lon'qu to the party and head into battle. Fear not. Lon'qu is an expert swordsman. Oh. Gods. Such tragedy. I'm afraid our fledgling Lon'qu has a great deal to learn. There's much to explore outside of the main quest, such as the training tower, where heroes can gain ample experience and rewards through combat. There are many ways to battle, and each
I don't know why this music, like this music in particular, reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I mean, in theory, we could see here, which I would actually love to see here. That'd make me very happy to see Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, because I want to hear how they're going to handle holding the chalice. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, one of my favorite games from my youth. I remember just pouring hours and hours of my life into that. So. Hopefully they do it well. I'm very excited. That's a day one for me, without a doubt. That's a day one for me.
Our Lon'qu is already growing in strength at a rapid pace.
Let's see. Just 30 more minutes until the show. So let's get hyped, people. Get hyped. I'm very excited.
Sometimes, an extremely powerful hero may appear, such as the Scarlet Swordsman Navarre. Since when does a swordsman of his caliber fall in with thieves and cutthroats? Though, if you're willing to pay for his services with your life, consider yourself the high bidder. And with that, Navarre will lend his sword to your cause.
Lucian, no.
It won't be easy. These battles are truly heroic undertakings. From Lon'qu and Navarre, to Marth and Corinth, to allies.
No, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. You're thinking of World of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was this game released like back on like the GameCube, PlayStation? No, it was only on the GameCube. It was only on the GameCube, but it's coming to PlayStation, I think, as well as a Switch. But basically, what it was is it attached to the Game Boy Advance connectors. And each player got their own like little inventory screen on the Game Boy Advance, and I remember just being really annoying to have that as a thing because it's a 4-player game. Number one, how are you gonna find like 3 of your people who not only have Game Boy Advances but have Game Boy Advance connectors for the GameCube as well? It was really poorly thought out. But yeah, I played it in solo mode, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think it's definitely something everyone should try out. It's not like a traditional Final Fantasy at all. It's you basically you work for this town, like you remember this town, and you have to go on a caravan to find this thing called myrrh, which protects your town from being corrupted by like this poison called miasma, and so it's got a lot of like recurring themes within Final Fantasy. And the interesting thing about the game is that you are not allowed to name your character any Final Fantasy names, which is like really weird. I don't know why they do that, but you're just not allowed to do it. So yeah, hopefully this means there's gonna be a sequel one. That'd be really cool. But like the original DS, or which one are you thinking of? I'm gonna pick a different one. Let's go to... Let's do this one. Like the 3DS one? Or just the regular DS? I can't remember that one. I can't remember a chibi one for the original DS, so...
Hi everyone. The time has come for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Yoshiaki
Just making sure you're staying off camera.
and I'll be your guide. I have lots of information to share about upcoming games for Nintendo.
You know, I actually like this guy.
Nintendo 3DS.
I don't think he gets enough credit.
But first, some Nintendo 3DS headlines.
It's the biggest collection in this micro game
This
series.
should have been on the Switch.
The latest in the WarioWare series is coming to the Nintendo 3DS family of systems.
Yeah, please let me know what the name is. I'd like to see it.
There's a new way to play Wario strangely satisfying.
I'm so
micro
upset this
games.
game didn't come to Switch. I love WarioWare.
With classics and new additions, there are 300 micro games to enjoy, making this the biggest entry in the series. Press buttons, tilt the system, use the touchscreen, and microphone. Only Wario could come up with this many control schemes. Think fast. What playstyle is required for this one? Better figure it out and dig that crazy action while it's hot. Hey, some familiar characters are rocking new looks. This is the most jam-packed game in the series yet. Just look at that face. Even Wario can't contain his wicked grin. WarioWare Gold launches August 3rd.
I'm so sad that didn't come to
Get
Switch.
ready for pulse-pounding post-apocalyptic races and battles. Race down enemy Groks and rock
Yeah,
them
it's
in
time.
battles
It's
and
time
frontier
Dylan
villages.
made its way to the Switch.
Yes, sir. Action meets tower defense in Dylan's
Like-
Heat Breakers.
The interesting thing about Dylan is like
This time, the
it's
Red
just
Flash himself,
it looks like
Dylan,
it's struggling to
team up
work
with your
on it. You know what I mean?
character.
Like, come on
Be
now.
strategic and use your whole team. What in tarnation? Your friend's Mii characters can join the team as gunners. Well,
Like, look at that. Like, even in the tech demo. Come on now.
who or what will you and Dylan get tangled up with?
I don't even know that this
Never
game
mind
did this
that.
game even come out.
There's an enemy invasion to stop, and a frontier in desperate need of some heroes. The demo version of the game will be available for download May 10th.
Like, look how cool this looks.
The full game, Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, rolls into Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS May 10th.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Like, for sure, at least half of them.
Are the brothers and Bowser still better together?
This one I kind of
Nintendo
understand
DS
being in
classic
there.
Mario and Luigi,
But
Bowser's Inside Story is
I
back
can't
for more
wait
gut-busting
until they
adventures.
remake Partners in Time. And I know it's going to be like
Mario and Luigi
really
have been
hard for them to
tasked
do it
with
because it
finding a
needs like
cure
2
for the
screens, but
Blorps,
I think they could do
disease
it.
threatening all life in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Partners in Time,
Thanks to Poperf,
that was the first, I didn't even play the
devoured
Superstar
by
Saga, I played
Bowser,
Partners in
and
Time
so
first,
their
and that was
journey
so
takes them
good.
deep into the belly of the beast.
That's
Using
probably one of my
Bowser to scour
favorite
the kingdom for the cure.
RPGs.
The only way forward is to change between the Bros and Bowser. The big bad will even beef up for monstrous boss battles fit for a king. Take him down in this action-packed RPG. And, uh-oh, looks like his boy wants in on the action. Find out what happens behind the scenes in the untold story of Bowser Jr. When Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey launches in 2019.
Yep.
Here's the scoop on Detective Pikachu.
Detective
plus a new
Pikachu.
amiibo. Something about this Pikachu is a little different. He's gruff,
You agree with me, don't you?
runs his mouth,
Hey, don't boss me around.
likes coffee,
This hi-hat blend is as delicious as ever.
and no one knows why. Welcome to
Oh, wow, I didn't even know there was a Crystal
Humans and
Chronicles game on the
Pokemon
DS.
usually live in harmony. But recently, Pokemon have been behaving oddly and running amok.
So there's a fake
Luckily,
alibi.
a boy named Tim and Detective Pikachu are on the case, facing each mystery head-on.
Quick attack! How was that? Did I do it?
As
I
of
remember
today,
the very
game
first
is
time I
available
watched
for
that,
pre-purchase
I
in Nintendo
died
eShop
of
on
laughter,
Nintendo
and I felt
DS.
so ashamed that I actually laughed at it. I'm still ashamed that I laughed at it. That was a really lame joke, and I just remember laughing so hard.
Plus, keep your eyes peeled for this extra
And maybe
large
it's
Detective
because it
Pikachu
was a
amiibo
laughing,
figure,
it was like a
which launches
deep-voiced
the same day.
man playing Pikachu. But my goodness.
That mysterious mansion has reappeared in the Nintendo 3DS remake.
I'm so glad we got the announcement of Luigi's Mansion 3. But how many times are you gonna do this Luigi's Mansion thing before they just condemn the building?
Nintendo GameCube classic Luigi's Mansion has been remade for Nintendo 3DS.
Oof.
Fans of the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon game can now explore the original mansion where Mario went missing. Luigi's something of a scaredy cat, but these classic ghosts and traps are no match for his
I
vacuum
don't know
cleaner.
why I remember being terrified of this game as a
Besides,
kid.
the mansion's map will be
It's not
displayed
scary.
on the bottom screen. If you work up the courage, fight the ghosts of your past battles in the new boss rush mode. Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo 3DS.
And why was
launches
the baby
this year.
dead? How'd the baby die? I want to know the story.
That's all for Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
So far, so good? Well, let's keep the headlines coming. It's time for Nintendo Switch.
Kirby can even make friends with those characters?
I was so
Kirby Star
disappointed by
Allies
this Kirby's
finally
game.
launches next week. As you fight through your adventure, you'll reach dream palaces where
I don't know
surprise,
what it's
even
not
fan
really
favorite
the
legacy
Kirby developers'
characters can
fault or
become
anything like
Kirby's
that.
friends.
I just feel like Kirby
Well,
hasn't
dream
really
friends
evolved
anyway.
very
When you're
well.
saving the world, it's
When it
nice to
comes
have
like
some
especially
heavy hitters
since
on your
there's
side,
so
even the
many
likes of
Nintendo
King Dedede,
franchises that have evolved
Meta
so
Knight,
well over
and
the course
Bandana
of
Waddle Dee.
their existence. And Kirby's old. Kirby's franchise is old, and I've seen them take some
Eventually,
chances with it,
more Dream Friends
but
will be added to the game.
not
via
like
free updates after
nothing have I
launch.
seen from Nintendo even comes
The first
close to
update will
rivaling
include
like something
Rick,
like Super Mario
Kine,
64 for
and
Kirby,
Coo.
you know, or Ocarina of Time,
Marks
you know, nothing like that,
and Gooey.
which is such a shame. It really
It's like
is
a
because I
dream
think
come
Kirby has
true
the
to bring
potential
this
to do a
ragtag crew
3D
of
game,
characters together
but I think they're
across the
scared to
Kirby
do it
series.
because
Kirby Star Allies launches on Nintendo
you know Kirby has
Switch
like a
March 16th,
reputation for being
and the first
simplistic, you know,
free
for being
update will be
easy
available March
or
28th.
whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
I still think
a
you can
quick
because
reminder,
what is
a
it?
free demo is available now.
Oh my
in
goodness,
Nintendo
what was that
eShop
stupid
on
that
Nintendo
little
Switch.
Fox game?
What else are friends for? An epic tale
Lucky's Tale
returns.
from
New
Xbox. Like you can
artistic
make an
touches.
easy
Okami,
platformer.
the grand
You can do
adventure
it.
in classical Japanese style rises again in the HD version. To
We
save
got
the
20
land
minutes
from
until
a terrible
the show. I'm
curse,
gonna switch
the
over to the
legendary
live
Okami,
stream
Amaterasu was
at
resurrected.
about
setting off on a
About 10
quest
minutes out,
with
but
the wandering artist, Isu. Overcome challenges using the power of the gods, the celestial brush. With mere brush strokes,
you're right. I'm not thinking.
Miracles come to fruition.
It's a difficult franchise to handle, but I don't think it's
In
impossible.
handheld mode, or use the Joy-Con controller's motion controls in TV mode or tabletop mode. Both methods offer an intuitive way to solve puzzles and defeat your foes. Meet an eclectic cast, solve mysteries, and slay countless monsters to discover what awaits at your journey's end. Okami HD launches on Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch this summer. Eat up and throw sushi on
Yeah, nothing became of this game.
Unlike any other.
I didn't hear we didn't hear sales numbers, we didn't hear nothing. I knew this was a bad idea.
The story takes place.
I'm sorry. I saw this and I was
Raised in a
like,
world
look,
where sushi is
Nintendo,
forbidden, Musashi must wage
I love
all-out
you guys,
conveyor belt
but
sushi battles
this
to defeat
was
the empire
y'all
and
charged
topple
way
its
too much for
sushi
this game.
monopoly. The gameplay is deep, but the basics are simple. Just eat more and more sushi to pile up plates of matching colors on a table, then throw them all at your opponent. Mix up your strategies to crush your enemies. If you manage to pull off a special move created by one of your sushi sprites, you may be able to get the upper hand in battle. Of course, there's a multiplayer mode too. Battling fellow sushi strikers online can get intense. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido launches simultaneously on
Well,
Nintendo
you do what you
Switch
do in
and
Smash
Nintendo
Bros.
3DS.
I mean, if anything, or you could have him build up the number, make it an RPG like, you know, give him more jumps as he, you know, as he levels up certain things, whatever. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, it'd be difficult, but I don't think it'd be impossible.
First, I'd like to introduce two more main characters.
What lies beyond the horizon?
Sushi
Tressa the
strikers.
merchant. She sets off to find her own adventure and gain experience in her job. Her path action is purchase, which means she can obtain special items from townsfolk.
I helped out someone in a bind. Simple as that.
And this is Alfin, the apothecary. He embarks on his journey to heal those
I think
suffering
this was a
across
really
the
good
continent.
first game for them,
His
and I
path
think whenever they
action
do
is inquire.
have a second game
He can
for Octopath or whatever it is in this
stand
franchise,
conversations.
which I hope they definitely continue. I think that they
Next, let's talk about
should
jobs
make
in
your characters have more of an
Characters start
impact,
out with
because
a
I
base
remember
job.
one of the biggest
With
things that
an
bothers
additional
me, and I
job
always tell
to use
people
in
about
battle.
this, is the idea that I could have a thief on my team
For
and a
instance,
priestess on
another
my team
character like the
and
merchant
steal
Tressa
right in front of my
gets the dancer
priestess,
job. The
and
combined
she
jobs and
doesn't even
abilities
care, like it's
expand your
nothing.
strategic
Like, why,
options.
that seems so uncharacteristic. That doesn't make any sense. Like, they just don't seem to
Finally,
interact
we know
very
many
well
of you have been
in
wondering
certain
about
contexts.
the
So,
release date. The game launches July 13th.
yeah, but Octopath I think was a great first game. I think
Additionally,
it's
we will
gonna
be
there's gonna be some
offering a
dope
special
stuff
edition of the
if there's a
game.
continuation of this
Inside,
game on another
you'll find a
franchise.
pop-up book introducing the 8 characters and their places of origin, a helpful map for your adventure, a sound selection CD, and a replica coin based on the in-game currency. This special edition will be released the same day as the regular version of the game. Your comments have provided the development team with
And that was a really cool
reference
thing they
points
did,
and inspiration as we head into the home
having-
stretch of our work with the game.
having
Please
us being
look
able
forward
to
the release of
converse with them
Octopath
about
Traveler.
the demo they gave out. That was really cool.
What happens when an otaku assassin enters the game world?
Oh my gosh, what a letdown.
The Death Drive Mark II. Travis Touchdown wanders into the game world and embarks on a rampage of epic proportions. Inside, there's an action game, racing, puzzles,
Exactly.
a total of
Thank you,
7
dude.
different
See,
game
that's
styles.
the kind of thing that would make
With
sense to
katana in
me.
hand,
But
he vows to exterminate
it's just
every
they're
last bug he finds.
them working together sometimes just felt
Gain
so
simple yet
inconsequential.
exhilarating basic
You know,
attacks and an
it's just
arsenal
so
of skill
weird.
attacks to cut them down to size. A brutal boss lurks at the end of each game. Creatively combine your moves to crush them. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for co-op multiplayer. And partner up with the one and only Badman. Did we mention the adventure mode, which tells a new story? Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes launches exclusively on Nintendo
I hope
Switch
that
in 2018.
I hope that sold just
In
enough
Dark Souls, every
to
challenge
warrant
is an opportunity.
no More Heroes
Plus,
3,
Amiibo.
because that wasn't it, fam.
Dark Souls, a world wrought with despair and hope.
Yeah, this was actually, I think this one was actually announced here in the direct,
Victory
so.
becomes a moment you'll never forget. Now you can savor your accomplishments anytime, anywhere for the first time on console with Nintendo Switch. Before launch, there's going to be a network test, so players can try the game. If this will be your first Dark Souls experience, welcome to a brave new world. Separately, the Solaire of Astora amiibo will be released. With it,
That thing's gonna be
you
worth so
perform
much
the
money.
Popular Praise the Sun gesture with reckless abandon. Dark Souls Remastered and the Solaire of Astora amiibo launch on May 25th.
Yeah, that's gonna be worth some money.
How's it going so far? Well, I have a quick reminder. Did you hear that My Nintendo members can now redeem gold points for digital games and DLC on the Nintendo Switch system? Just choose to use your points during the checkout process in Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch or on the Nintendo website. Visit the My Nintendo website to learn more.
Yeah, see, I freaking knew it.
We have more
The
Nintendo
second I
Switch
saw it the
presents.
first time, I was like,
First,
dude, there's no way this isn't
Let's
gonna be
shine a
like
nice
scalped to
long
death.
spotlight on one title in particular. Please take a look.
Okay, so we're gonna switch over to
All-star roster
The
of
live
Mario
stream.
Series favorites is ready to rally in full-blown tennis battles, using their most tactical, tricked-out shots ever. Mario Tennis Aces. There are more than 15 playable characters, each with their own distinct characteristics. The varied playstyles on the Nintendo
yeah. This is there anything that you are looking forward to right now? Like, in particular, like what is something that you're particularly excited for? 'Cause I want to see Fire Emblem, and I want to see Animal Crossing. I don't think we're gonna see Pokemon, because Pokemon likes to they like to really wait on things. So I don't think we're gonna see Pokemon just yet. But that one I'd really like to see. I'm not gonna get Animal Crossing no matter what. They would take a lot for me to even be remotely interested in Animal Crossing, because I've tried Animal Crossing. I'm just bored out of my mind by it. It's just not my cup of tea. Like, why would I want a debt simulator? You know? Wait, hold on. Shovel Knight's 40? Wow. I didn't even... Wow, we got to start like taking a look at some of the more expensive ones, because that's crazy. Because some of the things I want to see here. I just don't know if Disney will give them the licensing to put Sora in Smash. I think Sora in Smash would quiet some of the Goku from Dragon Ball Z things in Smash, but I'd like to see Kingdom Hearts on there. But even better than Kingdom Hearts 3, I would like to see them announce that Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming, but in the meantime, we get Kingdom Hearts the story so far. You know what I mean? I would like to see that, because that's something that Xbox didn't get, and I think that was a really messed up thing they did to Xbox people, because it's also an excuse to be like, oh well, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't sell that well on Xbox. Well, I wonder why. Maybe it's because you didn't, you know, catch them up on the freaking story, you know, and it's really messed up. So hopefully that's something we get, because there were only like what, like a handful of the 9 or so games. I know the DS got a few. The DS did get a few. That was really cool. But I played the first Kingdom Hearts game I ever even played was Chain of Memories. If anything, maybe Sora doesn't come to Smash. If anything, maybe it's another Final Fantasy character like Noctis. But I'm really tired of sword characters. So if not Noctis, maybe goodness, I cannot remember. What's the gun guy's name from Final Fantasy 15? Because that'd be really cool. He was really cool. I'm so sad I forgot his name. I feel really bad. That was such a good character. But I want to see, if anything, I want to see more open world games, because we just got Dragon's Dogma announced. That was really cool. But I want to see more open world games, because I think the developers and porters are all starting to figure out how it's done, and so I really want to see them take on bigger, more impressive games. If any, dude, pie in the sky, I know it's absolutely not going to happen, but Grand Theft Auto Vice City remastered, that would be disgustingly fun. I would love, oh my goodness, I wouldn't come out of my house if they did that. Heck, if they even did like a Vice City Online or something, oh my word. I'm just, okay, yeah. But that's neither here nor there. I just, man, I don't, and even if like in Smash Bros, I know I'm like jumping back and forth between topics here, but I just, your Sora thing kind of made me think about it. Maybe we see Joker gameplay here today. Because, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 3 on PS2, 1 on GBA, 3 on DS, and 1 on PSP, the rest on PS4. Yeah, it's really messed up what they did to them. It's really messed up what they did to Xbox people, because I know there's a lot of Xbox fans that I spoke to who are so excited for Kingdom Hearts 3, because they had a PS2 back in the day. You know, they played the first 2, and then, you know, some of them didn't even know that there were other games. So I think they should have definitely given them the story so far. That was really messed up. I'm not entirely sure why they did it. Maybe it was a Sony exclusivity thing, but there's no way they can release it now and call it that on Xbox. That wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, it looks like we got a few more minutes. Keep those predictions coming in. I want to see those and talk about some of those before it starts dropping. See, one of my friends was talking about, oh no, there was a tweet by Nintendo. I almost forgot that, was it, maybe it was like from a news firm or whatever, about Nintendo, saying that they had this unannounced title that we'd be really excited for. And also, people should note that they do not always have one more thing to show. It's happened several times where they're not like one more thing. So you can't just say that that's going to happen, because it doesn't always happen. That's why it so surprises me. Well, right. I think it should have come. I think Kingdom Hearts in some capacity should have come to Switch, but I'm not knocking them for putting it on Xbox. The Xbox, especially the Xbox One X, you know, it's a stronger console, you know, showing off all the pretty little grass textures, some Toy Story and whatever. That's fine. That's cool. In fact, you know, I think the Xbox community is extremely starved when it comes to Japanese like games, like good Japanese games. Like they got Final Fantasy 15, you know, and that's awesome. I'm really glad they got that. But I think they need to see more Eastern influence. That's one thing I'll say about my Xbox, is that you don't see a lot of like Japanese games being highlighted over there, and that's weird, because I don't think they hate Eastern games, or they just won't play anything that's not Western. But I just think they're a particularly underfed community over there. So hopefully they get some more love. Yeah. Maybe 35 minutes of this is gonna be intense. Yeah, no, yeah, and we're saying the same thing. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't like the way that they're handling things with that. But once again, it could have been completely out of their hands. It could have been that they just genuinely had no choice. Maybe it was an exclusivity thing with Sony, and so Nintendo Switch couldn't even get it, even if they wanted to. Because I feel like, if anything, why wouldn't Nintendo Switch get the story so far? You know what I mean? Like, there's no good reason why the Switch couldn't have gotten the story so far. And even if they didn't get Kingdom Hearts 3 right away, you know, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm thinking either Sony had a hand in it or they were just completely lazy with it. So I don't know. But I know that the Kingdom Hearts story is extremely convoluted, and it's something they did to themselves, because they really didn't have to do it like that. I think they did it just to stretch it out over the games, because the side games, to be honest, they didn't need to happen. They didn't need to happen. Just saying. I don't know. I like Chain of Memories, but at the same time, it's an Amnesia game, and that's not. You know, soap operas have this huge thing about Amnesia. Basically, it's a way of basically like refreshing the storyline, making the storyline have appeal again, and they need to stop doing that. They need to stop doing that, especially in franchises that exist this long. So I don't know. Another thing I'd really like to see is some more shooters. I'd like to see Apex Legends drop here. That'd be really cool. Oh my goodness, I've said it before in on Twitter. If I see Apex Legends drop on the Switch, I'm not touching it on anything else. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's Mario Maker. Yeah, of course, right away. That's awesome. All right, so it's not just a rehash. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. People are gonna lose their minds over this. And rightfully so. This is a... That's intense. June 2019. That's not too far. Oh,
hi everyone. I'm Yoshi.
I need y'all to snap into HD, please.
Your guide for today's Nintendo.
Let me see if I can fix this here. Because I think it's... I don't think it's us. I think it's them. It's weird.
Your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Sorry about that. I just had to see if I could fix the... Like, it's not...
You just got your first look at the brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker, which we're of course calling Super Mario Maker 2. There will be brand new features, and many new elements are in development as we speak. So please stay tuned. Alright, next, let's cover today's Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh, they ain't even starting with the DS headline. That's...
For the first time in 10 years, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series returns with a new four-player action RPG and an all-new original story. Assemble your ultimate dream team from a huge cast of Marvel superheroes, from the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers, Defenders, X-Men, and more, to stop Thanos and the Black Order from unleashing cosmic chaos. You can play together in TV mode, locally on up to 4 systems, or online. And get closer to the action with a dynamic zoomed-in heroic camera. And speaking of heroic, it's time to go higher, further, faster with Marvel's ultimate cosmic protector, Captain Marvel. Wield her power.
That's
against
so
those
cool.
that will do harm to the universe. As characters level up, they'll learn skills you can use on the fly. In Carol Danvers' case, literally. In addition to basic attacks and skills, each hero has an Alliance Extreme Attack, their most powerful move. Whether you join forces with friends locally or online, take teamwork to unprecedented levels as you creatively combine hero skills into synergy attacks. Your most powerful attacks can even be combined into an Ultimate Alliance Extreme Attack. The team-up possibilities will be off the charts in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch this summer.
That's awesome.
Welcome back, Box Boy.
Freaking Box Boy.
Get ready to unload some boxes and have fun doing it. The critically acclaimed puzzle series Box Boy is coming to Nintendo Switch for the first time. This brand new game is tightly packed with tons of content, including brand new puzzles and new features. We fit something else in too. This time, 2 players can box it up together. To restore peace on the Box Planet, you must work as a team, solve puzzles, and beat those stages. After completing the story, you can access a whole separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one.
The tall one.
In all, there are 270 stages to beat.
270?
That's the highest in the series to date. Use your brain boxes to think outside the box and lead our heroes to the goal. Box Boy and Box Girl will unload on Nintendo Switch April 26th.
Okay.
The ultimate spring update. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is about to spring forward with the version 3.0 update.
Spring forward?
This spring.
What does that mean?
You ask? You'll just have to wait to find out.
Okay.
Remember, Joker is a part of Challenger Pack 1. He's secretly been preparing for battle, and his moment will finally come before the end of April.
Before the end of April?
This year, springtime is the time to smash.
All right.
And don't forget, new Super Smash Bros. Series Amiibo figures are on the way too.
I'm gonna get that Ivysaur one.
There's even more to explore in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's never too late for a journey through the maze-like miniature worlds of the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker game. In fact, we have 2 new announcements for the Nintendo Switch version. After a new update,
that's such an annoying
will
noise.
Support 2-player co-op. Maybe Captain Toad won't be so nervous with someone at his side. 2 heads are better than 1, and an extra set of hands goes a long way. This free update will be available later today. And some paid downloadable content is coming. We're adding in 18 new challenges that'll see you traveling to 5 new courses, from sunken ships to a kingdom of sweets, and achieving new objectives in existing courses. Captain Toad and Toadette must obtain the Shining Crowd in each course, all of which can be played alone or with a second player. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker's special episode will be available for purchase as soon as, well, later today, giving you early access to one of the courses. The rest of the content will launch on March 14th. If you don't have the game yet, look out for a digital bundle available on Nintendo eShop later today. It contains the full game and gives you access to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker's special episode once it's available.
I'm gonna have to try that game out.
Steel yourself for old school action in an all-new gothic castle.
Finally!
The side-scrolling action of yore shall rise once more in bloodstained ritual of the night. And so, the young lady Miriam, host of the Alchemist's Curse, must use her unwanted gifts to slay the demons wrought by the curse's original host, Jeeble. With these powers,
finally,
steal the abilities of enemies, bend gravity to her will, and dart about Jeeble's castle at lightning speed. Here, the laws of reality and 2D side-scrollers don't apply. Throughout the castle, a treasure trove of side quests, deadly tasks, and small touches flesh out the campaign.
Your body is covered with weird decorations.
Beyond the main story, you can dig deep into character customization, subquests, and more. Stop the fall of man at the hands of demons, and don't be afraid to show them your dark side. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night.
Okay, so that's one we've been waiting on for like a long time.
The time has come to build a new world and take on the children of Hargon.
Finally.
Empty Island, you'll ally yourself with the mysterious Malroth and defend your world from monstrous forces. Enlist villagers to help rebuild and
I actually really like the first one.
Story mode. Or unite with 3 other builders to create your own island in local co-op or online. You'll gather materials, craft objects and tools, and reach new heights by building any structure you can imagine. Now you can dash, glide, play in first person, explore underwater.
Oh, I wonder where they got that idea from.
And warp all over the new retro-inspired map.
I thought this game was like supposed to come out a long time ago.
On the Nintendo Switch system, you can craft the legendary builder's outfit and the Dragon Lord's throne. When Dragon Quest Builders 2 launches on Nintendo Switch July 12th. There are more Nintendo Switch headlines to come, but first, a word from Mr. Koizumi.
Well, how's it looking? Next.
What the hell was that?
We have a new announcement for that classic RPG series. Please take a look.
Oh, okay.
There are RPGs, and then there's Dragon Quest, the series that defined the genre. And the latest entry is charging onto Nintendo Switch in full force, pairing the series' beloved style and perfectly balanced battles with the most impressive scope and elaborate story in series history. Where there is light, darkness follows. For no one does this ring truer than the Luminary, the boy that prophecy says will succeed the last hero and protect the world from a terrible end. In an odd twist of fate, the boy's royal birthright is snatched from him. On the day he becomes an adult, he finally discovers his true heritage and the powers that make him the Luminary. When he goes to the king of the largest kingdom for guidance, he is dubbed Darkspawn. So begins the perilous journey of a hunted hero and the ragtag band of adventurers who will join him on his quest to set things right. Together they'll explore the towns and terrain of the sprawling, detailed land, Erdrea. Monsters roam free of random encounters. When you engage them, choose your strategy wisely in turn-based battles. You must know when to attack, when to heal, when to use magic, and when to switch your party members' orders.
I love that they're explaining turn-based combat. Like turn-based RPGs are just so taboo now that like we're explaining what makes a turn-based RPG.
Looking for an item? Then help people out in side quests. Or try your hand at the casino. Or horse racing. Erdrea is full of surprises like these, and this time, the player has the power to choose on the fly between the land's gorgeous HD vistas and the 16-bit glory of old. This is also the first version of the game with fully orchestrated field and battle tunes. If you want, you can change between the original sound and the new one whenever you want. And you can also experience the journey with English or Japanese audio.
This is actually looking kind of tight. I just thought the Switch version would come a little sooner, but no, it's looking like it was worth it.
First-time players and veterans should also look forward to new stories. Each sees one of the main cast members stepping into the spotlight, shedding new light on hidden truths. This hero's adventure has truly leveled up. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. Launching
that is one hell of a title.
Switch this fall.
That is a long behind title.
While we just announced the addition of these new stories, there will be more new information to share in the future. Please look forward to learning more. For now, let's continue with more Nintendo Switch headlines.
A Disney Tsum Tsum game like you've never seen before.
What the hell?
These stuffed Disney toys took the world by storm, and now they're ready for an after-hours party at the toy store in Disney Tsum Tsum Festival.
This is the game of the year right here.
Play with your friends and family in a wide variety of competitive and cooperative
Now
games
this is the one.
up to 4
This is what
players.
Mario Party should have been.
You can play online as well with players from around the world. And you can't mention Disney Tsum Tsum without talking puzzles. Connect matching Tsum Tsum to clear them and set a high score. The game also features a 2-player mode for local and online competitive matches. Disney Tsum Tsum Festival.
Oh, it's the Mickey
Still
Mouse
Hearts
theme song.
2019.
That's cute. I didn't even notice it.
We're picking up a distress call in the Atlas star system. But this time, it's far from friendly. In fact, it's none other than Starwolf's infamous lieutenants, Andrew Oikini, Pigma Dengar, and the Great Leon. Now Peppy, Falco, and Slippy have no choice but to hunt them down, like the animals they are, in a challenging new series of missions you can only find in the spring update of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Every member of the Star Fox team has their own special pilot ability and skill tree. Plus, each pilot can take on any of the new missions and also Fox's missions from the base game. It's time for a game of seek and destroy. But don't expect Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional content, such as Starship races and faction missions, so you're ready when the Star Fox team joins the Starlink Battle for Atlas update this April.
I wonder if they'll be updating the other versions of this game like this to some degree. Obviously not with Star
Adventure
Fox.
crops up once again. Another season, another reason to wield weapons and spells against monsters.
Good morning. It is about to be fall.
Interact with townsfolk daily. Grow vegetables and fruits at the farm. Cook some fish. Cook up a storm. Or even raise monsters. This fantastical circle of life will keep you coming back for more in Rune Factory 4 Special, fully remastered for Nintendo Switch. Battle alongside townsfolk, and before long, you may become more than just friends.
What?
See what the heart-pounding newlywed life has in store for you, exclusively in this new version of the game.
I forgot what this was. It's basically Harvest Moon, but like with battles and stuff.
Rune Factory 4 Special will be ripe for the playing later this year. And we can finally confirm that Rune Factory 5 is in development. Look forward to more info in the future. Soon, a time will come to slay monsters and rescue lost souls, before those souls become monsters. In this action RPG from the developers of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere, step into a realm built upon the tenets of reincarnation. Its people lead repressed lives, forbidden to mourn the loss of loved ones. To uphold these tenets, Kagachi must travel between the living world and the beyond to rescue lost souls from a terrible fate, becoming monsters. When battling these creatures, the lost souls you've rescued can manifest within you, granting you new powers. Each soul's powers are different, so you must choose the right soul for the situation at hand. In this deep single-player campaign, there will be many battles. You will fight, and you will become stronger. Those who fall to grief are lost, and the lost don't reincarnate. The very foundations of reincarnation will begin to crumble when Oninaki launches in summer 2019.
It's Square Enix. Cool.
Cars, robots, and Yoshi's in a world of craft.
Here we go.
You know what that means? Yoshi's Crafted World is almost here. This time, we'd like to put the many facets of these crafty courses on display. As Yoshi, you'll go rafting, race solar cars, and tear through the sky on a plane. Nice shot, Yoshi. Hey, that robot's pretty huge for a miniature. Even at this scale, you'll have some challenging bosses to wrangle. Using in-game coins you've racked up, you can collect crafted costumes. If you wear one, it'll offer a bit of protection from enemies.
Okay,
There are
that's
more than
pretty
180 of
interesting.
these costumes, and some of them can be tricky to get your hands on. Later today, we'll release a demo.
All right, there we go.
First course. The Yoshi's Crafted World game will finally hatch on March 29th.
March 29th. Okay, there we go.
We have more Nintendo Switch headlines coming up, but first, another update from Mr. Koizumi.
How's it going so far? Next, we have a follow-up on the latest installment in one of our long-running series, Fire Emblem Three Houses.
There we go. Yep.
Please have a look.
Whew. It's a long time coming. Let's get it.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
Me?
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
In the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, you are the hero the world needs. You start out as a mercenary traveling with a group led by your father, Geralt. After an unexpected incident reveals an unknown power hidden within, you'll travel to Garrick Mach Monastery, where you'll receive an offer to teach at the Officers' Academy. Around that same time, you alone begin to see a mysterious girl named Sothis, who appears within your mind. Garrick Mach Monastery lies at the center of 3 large territories. It is the home base of the Church of Seiros, the main religion of Fodlan, as well as the Knights of Seiros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fodlan, its monastery also houses the Officers' Academy. Those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fodlan. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses. The Black Eagles is for students from the Adrestian Empire,
like
including the House Leader and future Emperor, Edelgard. The Blue Lions boasts Prince Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as its House Leader. This house is for students from his kingdom. The Golden Deer is for students from the Leicester Alliance. Their House Leader is Claude, who is the heir of the noble family that leads the Alliance. As a professor, you will lead the students of one of these houses and instruct them. In addition to the house leaders, there are many other students to meet, each with their own unique personalities and skills. Which house will you choose? Students are expected to travel to various lands, sometimes with the Knights of Seiros themselves, and gain real battle experience, including everything from defeating bandits to suppressing rebellions. These may be class assignments, but the stakes in each battle are very real. Whether your students live or die will depend on your leadership.
That was too much
Strategize as
pressure.
the battle progresses to claim victory. At the Officers' Academy, your students will work diligently each day so that they may wield a variety of weapons. Master the study of magic, and acquire special skills such as horsemanship. You have been entrusted with their future, and it's up to you to guide each of them and help them hone their abilities. Through combat experience and study, you can help your students reach their full potential.
This one seems like really
Your
involved.
students can also interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be able to better support each other on the battlefield.
Hey, over here!
Forward, now!
3 territories. 3 houses. Your very own journey.
The idea itself is cool. I just have to see a little bit more about the
Fire Emblem
conflict,
3
but I can
Houses
still see
will
myself really
release
liking this.
on July 26th.
Okay, was not expecting that. All right.
So, how does it look? Originally, we announced that Fire Emblem 3 Houses would release this spring, but more development time will be necessary. And so the new release date is July 26th. That means we'll have to ask you to wait a little longer, but we hope you'll look forward to the next
That's cool.
generation of Fire Emblem all the same. Time for some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
In this next entry of this iconic series, the last player standing wins. 99 players. But only one reigns supreme. This is Tetris 99. The iconic puzzle game arrives with an online experience like no other.
That's insane. Just freaking Tetris Battle
Nintendo Switch
Royale.
Online members can battle for dominance in this free-to-download game.
That's so weird.
You're attacked with garbage. Attack back to defeat the other 98 players and become the sole
It's
survivor.
literally a Tetris Battle Royale. That if
Nintendo Switch Online
this was the
members
80s, that would
ready to
freaking
join the
kill.
fight. Tetris 99 will be
Oh my
available
gosh.
for download later today.
That's
Look
amazing.
forward to battling it out in upcoming online
That
events.
is amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my god.
Prepare to kill, survive, or die in Dead by Daylight.
Huh.
Imagine this. You're alone, struck by fear, struggling to survive. And then you meet another survivor. But it's too late. The killer is upon you. Now run. Hide. Scavenge for items. Open the gates and escape with your life. Or take on the role of the killer to make the so-called survivors your next victims. Terrifying? Oh yes. Satisfying? Just you wait. With loads of maps, characters, and cosmetics to earn, you'll experience a deep progression system while you're on the hunt or being hunted. Discover the true meaning of horror when Dead by Daylight creeps up on Nintendo Switch this fall. This dog will ruin your day.
Okay, I've heard about this one. Deltarune, yeah. My little brother, I think my little brother actually played this one. Oh. Cool. That's pretty simple.
Now for a message from the producer.
Finally,
of the futuristic
please.
mech action game, Daemon X Machina.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenichiro Tsukuda, producer of Daemon X Machina, and I have some news for you. Later today, they'll be releasing a demo called Daemon X Machina
Good.
Prototype Mission on Nintendo eShop for a limited time. The game is still in development, but in the demo you can battle through 4 different missions while exploring the basic controls and customizations of your personal mech known as an arsenal. You can also experience a boss battle in the final mission, so please try it out. After playing the demo, we'd like to hear your feedback.
There we go.
We'll be conducting a short online survey by sending an email invite to some players who try out prototype missions. If you weren't selected for the survey, we also welcome your feedback via social media. We appreciate your feedback and hope to make this game the best it can be. We have more to say about Daemon X Machina, so please follow the official Nintendo of America Twitter account so you can stay up to date on the latest information. Daemon X Machina should be launching this summer.
Ooh, a long day. Should be
launching. With that in mind,
this summer.
the development team is working hard right now, so please stay tuned.
Realistic racing is headed for Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I heard about this one.
Grid Autosport comes fully loaded with a mix of high-speed thrills, believable handling, and a difficulty level that scales to your skills. You'll feel like a pro racer as you master the world's fastest cars to win motorsport's most exhilarating races. From the prestigious circuit of Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow city streets of Barcelona, all DLC is included with 100 cars, 100 circuits, and some welcome additions like
100 circuits.
And custom
All right.
controls. Players can race online or locally, and 2 players can race split screen on a single system. From street racing to demolition derby, when Grid Autosport speeds onto Nintendo Switch in summer 2019. Enter the Viking Age to
No freaking way!
Or for the very first time.
That's awesome.
With neuroscientists.
I was just playing it the other day. That's awesome. I'm so glad this is coming.
This broken Celtic warrior will embark on a
Oh,
vision quest.
this makes me so happy.
To fight for the soul of
Fuck! Yes!
Hellblade has won multiple awards, including BAFTAs for performance, audio and artistic achievement, game and Game Beyond Entertainment.
Play this game. Play this game. So good.
Releases on Nintendo Switch.
So good. Oh my goodness. Freaking. Ah!
The Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger.
Hit us with that sizzle reel, baby.
Mortal Kombat 11 proves the saga 25 years in the telling is far from over. With all new custom character variations, plus new characters and returning veterans taking up the fight. In a fresh new adventure.
Okay, good. I remember seeing this come out, and I was like, it's the Switch colors.
Control both Yarnies on your own in single player, or play with a friend in local co-op.
Oh, EA.
For some puzzling platforming fun when Unravel.
Sometimes you want us to think you don't love us, but we know. We know.
For the first time on Nintendo Switch, experience Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered with revamped gameplay and features tailored to the system like motion aiming and touch input. Set in the American Revolution.
Yeah, we knew about this
one.
We saw the
leak. As you fight for freedom and independence.
I think they were just saving it for the
all the original downloadable content, plus the entire standalone game, Assassin's Creed Liberation Remastered, will be included when they launch together on May 21st. Final Fantasy fans, better open your calendars. We're excited to announce that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home on Nintendo Switch March 26th. We can also announce that Turbo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody will release on March 20th. We're pleased to announce that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Today?
Once
Hello.
a classic, always a classic.
Hello.
That's all for today's Nintendo Switch headlines.
How's everything looking? Well, we have a bit more to share in this Nintendo Direct. Please stay with us until the end. Let's take a look, shall we?
What are you doing? The Hello Kitty is this? Is it Power Rangers? What is this? What is this? Oh my god! What is this? Huh? What? Okay. It's actually looking pretty. All right. That's pretty cool.
All of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you too. All because of how you were born. Doomed to be used by those idiots
No, he
until you
doesn't.
die. Chained to your fate. Powerless.
Today has been most revelatory. Finally, we're ready for the final stage.
What the hell are they? Why did you make them?
You two wouldn't get caught up in all this. Now don't go dying on me.
What you just witnessed is Astral Chain, a brand new action game in development at Platinum Games.
Man, Platinum just keeps
It looks like
spitting them
the
out,
characters
huh?
were fighting together during battle, didn't it? I hope you're excited to learn more about how combat will play out in this game. Please stay tuned. And speaking of Platinum Games, I'm sure you're very curious about Bayonetta 3.
Yes, tell us about Bayonetta 3.
Sure, the developers of Bayonetta 3 are hard at work, and I hope you're looking forward to
Wait,
learning more.
a studio can make more than one game at
Our
once?
next title will be the last
That's crazy.
announcement of the day.
That's
Please
madness.
Check it out.
Just use the Creole. Use the one you just bought. What the hell? What? What is this? Which one is this Oracle? Oh my gosh. Oh, they're doing Link's Awakening. Okay. That's freaking awesome. That. What? Oh. What the? What the? Yes! Yes! That's how you do it. That was what the hell? what was that?
At long last, 1993's Game Boy Classic, The Legend of
That's
Zelda:
crazy.
Link's Awakening, will find new life on Nintendo Switch. After 26 years, it has been reborn as a new experience, and will have more to say in the future. Please look forward to its release. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you so much for watching.
I don't know. That was awesome. That, I mean, people were like, oh, what's the next No Legend of Zelda gonna be? There it is. That's your remake, baby. I love Link's Awakening. Sweet Niblets. Is that a good game? Man, that art style. That was very interesting. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but you know what? I like it. It's sitting well with me. That was really good. That was really good. The whole thing. I mean, there's so many new games. That was a good one. Yeah, I can't say I'm disappointed like at all. That was really good. That was really good. You know what? I am going. Man, I'm gonna have to make a video about this one. That was really good. We didn't see any Animal Crossing. which is fine. We saw a lot of Fire Emblem. And then Bayonetta was one I thought we were going to see too, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Mario Maker 2, that was a huge one. That was a huge hype one. You got a new Legend of Zelda. Pokemon's obviously going to be later in the year. Then we've got a lot of release dates. Dead by Daylight, that's a huge one. Senua's Sacrifice. Oh my goodness, I can't believe Hellblade's coming to that. But I'm so glad more people are going to experience that. I think the Switch needs a lot more, like those hardcore, like gritty looking games. I think it can handle those, and I think that a lot of people on the platform would love to see those. So I'm really glad that's coming there. Yeah, I can't complain. It was all good. It was all good. Man, it's just like good stuff in there. Like mix of like, you know, bigger and smaller games. Tetris 99. I'm gonna have to check that one out. There's a lot of demos coming out today. Let's see, what was the demos? Daemon X Machina is coming out today, and there's another demo coming out today too. I think it was Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi. So that's gonna be hype. That's gonna be crazy. Cheese and crackers, man. My word, that was good. Dragon Quest finally coming over. That's good. Deltarune, yeah, Deltarune Grid. You know, and Assassin's Creed 3. I remember I played Assassin's Creed 3 for the first time on. I think it was on my Wii U actually. Yeah, that's the one I played on Wii U, and I really liked it. The problem I had was like I had so many other games. I picked it up around like I think it was around when Smash came out or something like that. I can't remember when I picked it up. It was something came up and I couldn't play it anymore. I don't know what it is, but Assassin's Creed is one of those games so it's like it's hard to like leave and then come back to because you forget everything that happened before. Ubisoft games are like that. They're like the open world ones. Like I said, like I was really happy to see that came because open world games are really cool. So yeah, I'm so excited to play. I'm so excited to play so many of these games. That was a good one. And if that's what we saw now, like before, like pre E3, I'm telling you, I feel like E3 is gonna be a big one. I'm so excited for this Link's Awakening. I think that's gonna make a lot of people happy. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it. Thank you so much for staying with us, dude. You were awesome for the whole thing. Stay tuned for more videos coming up and stay perfect.